While everyone's worried about their stock portfolios and cryptocurrency, the real fortune might be hiding in your bathroom cabinet right now. What if I told you that a pack of lighters worth $2 today could be worth more than a gold bar tomorrow? In this video, you'll discover 20 dirt cheap items sitting on store shelves right now that could become more valuable than precious metals during an economic collapse. We're not talking about survivalist fantasies. We're talking about practical essentials that have already proven their worth during past crises. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to stockpile, why these items become currency when everything falls apart, and how to store them properly. Welcome to Crisis Horizon, where we prepare for tomorrow's challenges today. If you're serious about protecting yourself and your family, hit that like button and subscribe, because preparation isn't paranoia, it's intelligence. Let's start with the absolute foundation of survival, the ability to create fire, purify water, and secure food. These aren't just conveniences, they're the difference between life and death when the system collapses. Picture this: the power grid fails, your gas stove doesn't work, your electric heater is useless. In that moment, a simple disposable lighter becomes worth more than the fancy watch on your wrist. Fire provides warmth in freezing temperatures, cooks your food, purifies your water, and keeps predators away. While survival shows make starting fire from scratch look easy, the reality is far different. When you're cold, hungry, and desperate, you don't want to spend hours rubbing sticks together. Disposable lighters and waterproof matches are compact, lightweight, and a single quality lighter can provide thousands of flames. Right now, you can buy a pack of lighters for under $5. In a crisis, that same pack could trade for a week's worth of food. Store them in airtight containers to prevent fuel evaporation, keep them away from extreme temperatures, and rotate your supply every year. Don't just buy one pack, buy 10, buy 20, because when fire becomes scarce, you'll have the power everyone else is desperate for. Now let's talk about something even more critical than fire: clean water. You can survive weeks without food, but only 3 days without water. Here's the problem: when infrastructure collapses, water treatment plants stop working. Rivers and lakes become contaminated with bacteria, parasites, and worse. Drinking untreated water can kill you faster than dehydration. This is where water purification tablets become liquid gold. These tiny tablets can turn contaminated water into safe drinking water in just 30 minutes. A small bottle containing 50 tablets can purify hundreds of liters of water. They're lightweight, compact, and have a shelf life of several years. Right now, a bottle costs around $10. When water sources are compromised and people are dying from waterborne diseases, those tablets become priceless. Stock up while they're cheap and easy to find. Store them in a cool, dry place and keep them sealed in their original packaging. These tablets aren't just for personal survival, they're perfect barter items. Someone with a contaminated water source will trade almost anything for the ability to drink safely. With fire to cook and water to drink, the next priority is food that lasts. This is where canned goods become your best friend. While fresh food spoils in days and frozen food is useless without power, canned foods last for years. We're talking about proteins like tuna, chicken, and beans, vegetables like corn, peas, and tomatoes, fruits that provide essential vitamins and a psychological boost with their sweetness. Canned goods are incredibly cheap right now. You can stock up for pennies per can. But when grocery stores are empty and supply chains are broken, those cans become survival currency. People will trade valuable items for a single can of food when they're hungry enough. The beauty of canned food is that it's ready to eat, no cooking required, though heating improves the experience. Here's a crucial detail most people miss: stockpile a variety. Don't just buy 50 cans of beans. Get proteins, vegetables, fruits, and calorie-dense options like soups and stews. Aim for a mix that provides nutritional balance and prevents food fatigue. And here's the critical part: make sure you have multiple manual can openers. Yes, a manual can opener. This $5 tool is so basic that most people forget about it until they're staring at a pile of canned food with no way to access it. Electric can openers are useless without power. Those fancy electric kitchen gadgets become paperweights. But a simple manual can opener works every time, requires no power, and never breaks down if you buy a quality model. Keep several can openers in different locations, one in your kitchen, one in your emergency kit, one in your vehicle. These become incredibly valuable barter items because people with canned food but no opener are in desperate situations. They'll trade premium supplies for the tool that unlocks their food reserves. Let's talk about long-term food security. Canned goods are excellent for the first months, but what happens when those run out? This is where seeds become your path to sustainability. Not just any seeds, heritage, non-GMO varieties that you can harvest and replant year after year. Seeds are incredibly cheap right now. A packet costs a few dollars and can provide months of fresh vegetables. Tomatoes, lettuce, beans, squash, herbs. These plants grow relatively easily and provide nutrition that canned goods can't match. Seeds are lightweight, compact, and have a shelf life of several years if stored properly. They represent a renewable food source. Even if you've never gardened before, seeds give you options. They're also excellent barter items because they represent hope and in a prolonged crisis, the ability to grow food becomes more valuable than stockpiled supplies that eventually run out. Now here's an item that most people overlook but has been essential to human survival for thousands of years: salt. Before refrigeration existed, salt was the primary method of food preservation. It draws moisture out of meat and fish, preventing bacterial growth and allowing food to last for months or even years. Salt is incredibly cheap. You can buy several pounds for just a few dollars, but its value in a crisis extends far beyond preservation. Your body needs salt to function properly. It helps maintain fluid balance, supports nerve function, and aids muscle contractions. Without enough salt, you can experience serious health problems even if you have plenty of food and water. Salt can also clean wounds when mixed with water, deter pests and insects, and has been used as currency throughout human history for good reason. It lasts indefinitely if kept dry, takes up minimal space, and weighs very little relative to its utility. Stock both iodized salt for health and coarse salt for preservation and other uses. Let's shift to something that seems obvious but becomes critically important when the healthcare system is overwhelmed or inaccessible: basic medical supplies. A comprehensive first aid kit contains antiseptic wipes, various sizes of bandages, gauze, medical tape, scissors, tweezers, and over-the-counter medications. Right now, you can assemble or purchase a quality first aid kit for $30 to $50. When hospitals are overrun, doctors are unavailable, and pharmacies are empty, that kit becomes worth its weight in gold. Minor injuries that you'd normally ignore become serious threats without proper treatment. A small cut can become infected. A burn can get worse without proper care. A sprained ankle can become debilitating without compression and support. First aid supplies are also premium barter items because health is non-negotiable. Someone dealing with an injury or illness will trade almost anything for the supplies that bring relief or prevent infection. Customize your kit based on your family's specific needs and include extras specifically for trading. Speaking of medical supplies, let's talk about over-the-counter painkillers. Ibuprofen, paracetamol, and aspirin might seem mundane, but these tiny pills become incredibly valuable when healthcare is inaccessible. Pain isn't just uncomfortable, it's debilitating. It prevents you from working, thinking clearly, and functioning normally. These medications reduce fevers, manage inflammation, ease headaches, and provide relief from countless conditions. They're incredibly cheap now. A bottle of 100 tablets costs just a few dollars. But when someone is suffering from a severe headache, toothache, or injury pain with no access to a doctor, those pills become priceless. Painkillers are lightweight, have a long shelf life, and take up almost no space. Store them in their original containers in cool, dry places, and check expiration dates regularly. Even expired painkillers often remain effective, though potency decreases over time. Stock multiple bottles because these will be among the first items to disappear from stores during a crisis. Rubbing alcohol deserves special attention as a versatile survival essential. This powerful disinfectant sterilizes wounds, cleans surfaces, disinfects medical tools, and can even start fires in emergency situations. During the pandemic, we saw alcohol-based sanitizers vanish from shelves within days, highlighting just how valuable this item becomes when people are scared. A bottle of rubbing alcohol costs just a few dollars but serves dozens of purposes. It's lightweight, has an indefinite shelf life if properly sealed, and is easy to store. In a crisis where cleanliness becomes critical for preventing disease, rubbing alcohol becomes a premium commodity. Stock multiple bottles, both for personal use and trading. Now let's address something that caused panic during the pandemic and revealed an uncomfortable truth about human nature: toilet paper. When the crisis hit in 2020, toilet paper was the first item to disappear from stores. People fought over it, stores implemented limits, prices skyrocketed online. Why? Because toilet paper represents dignity, comfort, and basic hygiene. It's not just about convenience, it's about maintaining cleanliness and preventing infections. Without proper hygiene, minor problems become major health crises. Toilet paper is lightweight, stores easily, and has an indefinite shelf life. Even a small stockpile makes an enormous difference in quality of life and becomes powerful barter currency. Don't overlook basic hygiene items like bar soap and toothpaste. These cheap products are essential for preventing disease and infection. Bar soap cleans your hands, body, clothes, dishes, and even wounds. It's incredibly versatile and lasts far longer than liquid soap. A single bar costs less than $1 but can last weeks with proper use. Toothpaste and a basic toothbrush prevent dental problems that can become serious if untreated. A dental infection without access to a dentist can be excruciating and even life-threatening. These items are compact, easy to store, and highly tradable. Stock multiple bars of soap and several tubes of toothpaste because hygiene never stops being important. Here's an often overlooked essential that millions of women need, but that rarely appears in survival discussions: feminine hygiene products. Pads, tampons, and menstrual cups are critical for health and dignity, but they vanish quickly during crises. Poor menstrual hygiene can lead to infections, discomfort, and unnecessary stress in already difficult situations. These items are inexpensive now, but become extremely valuable when unavailable. Menstrual cups offer long-term reusable solutions, while pads and tampons are perfect.
Even if no one in your household needs these products, having a stockpile provides powerful leverage in a barter economy. Women facing their period without supplies will trade premium items for basic hygiene products. Let's talk about maintaining your belongings when buying new isn't an option. A basic sewing kit allows you to repair clothing, gear, backpacks, and even shoes. When new clothes are unavailable and what you have is all you'll get, the ability to mend tears and fix damage becomes essential. Sewing kits are incredibly cheap, often under $10 for a comprehensive set. They're compact, durable, and the skills to use them are learnable with practice. Strong thread, various needles, buttons, and patches turn damaged items back into functional gear. This ability to repair and maintain possessions is both a vital skill and a tradable service. People will pay well for someone who can fix their only winter coat or repair their worn-out boots. And then there's duct tape, the miracle tool that solves countless problems. This isn't an exaggeration. Duct tape can patch torn clothing, seal windows and doors, fix containers and tools, mend shoes, create makeshift bandages, build shelters, and repair almost anything temporarily or permanently. A roll of quality duct tape costs just a few dollars but provides solutions to hundreds of problems. Its durability and versatility make it invaluable when professional help is unavailable and replacement items don't exist. Keep multiple rolls in different locations because when something breaks, duct tape is often the fastest and most effective fix. It's also an excellent barter item because everyone needs it eventually. When the power grid fails, darkness becomes a serious problem. This is where candles provide simple, reliable light and comfort. Candles require no batteries, no fuel, and no technology. They just work. A single candle can light a room for hours, provide warmth in small spaces, and even be used for cooking and survival setups. Candles are incredibly cheap. You can buy them in bulk for pennies each. They have an indefinite shelf life, store easily, and help maintain morale during dark times. There's something psychologically comforting about candlelight that flashlights don't provide. Stock various sizes, including long-burning candles and tea lights for different situations. But candles aren't your only lighting option. Flashlights allow safe navigation in the dark, signaling for help and self-defense by disorienting potential threats. LED flashlights are cheap now, but will be in high demand during a collapse. A quality LED flashlight can last thousands of hours on a set of batteries. Keep multiple flashlights in your home, vehicle, and emergency kits. Headlamps are particularly valuable because they keep your hands free for work. Rechargeable flashlights with solar chargers are ideal for long-term use, but flashlights are useless without the power to run them. This brings us to batteries, the portable power that makes modern tools work. AA and AAA batteries power flashlights, radios, medical devices, and countless other essential items. Without batteries, critical gear becomes paperweights. When the power grid fails, batteries become extremely valuable currency. Quality batteries are worth the extra cost because cheap ones die quickly and leak, damaging your devices. Rechargeable batteries with solar chargers provide renewable energy that keeps working long after disposable batteries are gone. Store batteries in cool, dry places and keep them sealed in their original packaging to prolong shelf life. Stock far more batteries than you think you need. They're cheap now, but will be expensive and scarce during a crisis. Batteries are also perfect for barter because everyone needs them, and unlike food or water, they don't expire quickly if stored properly. Let's talk about something that sounds mundane but becomes critically important: garbage bags. Heavy-duty garbage bags help manage waste, prevent disease, and offer incredible utility. They work as rain ponchos, emergency shelters, ground cover, insulation, waterproof storage, and, of course, waste disposal. When municipal services fail, trash accumulates quickly. Without proper waste management, disease spreads rapidly. Garbage bags contain contamination, keep living spaces clean, and provide sanitation solutions in desperate situations. They're cheap now. You can buy a box of heavy-duty contractor bags for under $20, but their value increases dramatically when basic services disappear. Stock multiple boxes because you'll use more than you expect. Heavy-duty contractor bags are especially valuable for their strength and versatility. These bags are also excellent barter items because everyone generates waste and needs solutions. Now let's discuss something that might seem like a luxury but becomes essential for morale: instant coffee and tea bags. In stressful times, comfort becomes a form of survival. A hot cup of coffee or tea provides warmth, routine, and a mental boost that shouldn't be underestimated. Caffeine reduces fatigue, improves alertness, and suppresses hunger, all valuable benefits in survival situations. Instant coffee packets and tea bags are lightweight, compact, and have long shelf lives. They require only hot water to prepare, making them perfect when resources are limited. Beyond personal use, these items are excellent for trading. Many people are addicted to caffeine, and withdrawal causes headaches, irritability, and reduced function. Someone in withdrawal will trade valuable supplies for coffee or tea. Herbal teas also serve medicinal purposes: chamomile for stress, peppermint for digestion, ginger for nausea. Here's where everything comes together into a strategy. These 20 items aren't random selections. They form a comprehensive survival and barter system. Each item serves multiple purposes and holds different value to different.
Understanding this creates opportunities. Lighters and matches trade for food, medicine, or clean water. Toilet paper exchanges for hygiene products or comfort items. Canned food barters for batteries, painkillers, or tools. Batteries swap for light sources, radios, or medical devices. Water purification tablets trade for food, fuel, or medicine. First aid supplies exchange for protection, food, or shelter. The key is understanding scarcity and demand. Items become valuable when they're needed and unavailable. Someone with plenty of food but no batteries values batteries more than food. Someone with batteries but no clean water values purification tablets more than batteries. This creates a dynamic economy where smart trading improves your situation. Start small when trading to build trust and relationships. Combine items for more attractive trades. A lighter plus candles plus matches creates a complete fire package worth more than individual items. Always negotiate in secure environments and avoid risky exchanges. Your safety matters more than any trade. But here's something even more important than the items themselves: the psychological and social benefits they provide. Cleanliness, warmth, and routine help maintain morale and dignity during crises. When everything feels chaotic and hopeless, small comforts make enormous differences.
The ability to wash your hands, brush your teeth, and maintain basic hygiene preserves your sense of humanity. A hot cup of coffee in the morning maintains routine and normalcy. A candle at night provides comfort beyond its practical light. These psychological benefits are real survival advantages because mental health directly impacts decision-making, motivation, and resilience. Having supplies also provides social leverage. The ability to trade and help others fosters community and cooperation, which are vital in times of crisis. Being known as someone with resources and a willingness to trade fairly builds relationships and alliances. People remember who helped them when times were desperate. So here's your action plan. Start by assessing your household's unique needs. Consider the number of people, their ages, any health conditions, and special requirements like infants, elderly, or pets. Customize your stockpile to ensure everyone's basic needs are covered. Storage matters as much as what you store. Keep items in cool, dry places away from extreme temperatures. Use airtight containers for items susceptible to moisture. Rotate your stock regularly. Use the oldest items first and replace them with fresh supplies. Label everything with purchase dates and expiration dates. Don't try to buy everything at once. Start with a few items each shopping trip. Focus on items with long shelf lives and multiple uses. Gradually build your stockpile over weeks and months. This approach is affordable and doesn't draw attention. Diversify your supplies. Don't put all your resources into food if you lack medical supplies, hygiene items, or tools. Balance your stockpile across all categories we've discussed. Each category becomes critical at different times and for different situations. Learn essential skills that multiply the value of your supplies. Basic first aid training helps you use medical supplies effectively. Learning fire starting, food preservation, and clothing repair increases your self-sufficiency. Skills can't be stolen, don't expire, and make you more valuable in any community. Here's the truth that most people don't want to hear. Traditional currency may lose its value during a severe economic collapse. Money in the bank means nothing if banks close or hyperinflation destroys purchasing power. Digital currencies require functioning technology and internet access, but physical items maintain inherent value because people need them to survive. The items we've discussed, fire, water, food, medicine, hygiene, tools, and comfort, represent true wealth in crisis situations. They're cheap now, accessible now, and easy to stockpile now. But waiting until disaster strikes means competing with desperate crowds for scarce resources at inflated prices. Most people will ignore this information. They'll assume it won't happen to them, that the government will help, that everything will be fine. Those people will be the most desperate when crisis arrives. They'll be the ones trading valuable items for basic necessities they could have stockpiled for pennies. You have a choice. You can prepare now while it's cheap and easy, or you can wait and face the consequences later. Preparation isn't about fear, it's about responsibility. It's about taking care of yourself and your loved ones. It's about being ready for any eventuality so you can face challenges with confidence instead of panic. Remember, preparation today costs pennies. Desperation tomorrow costs everything. Start small, start now, and stay ready. See you in the